Hello everyone, my name is Rajalakshmi. I welcome you all to my channel, Commerce Education Academy. In this channel, I will be teaching accountancy and business studies for class 11th and 12th students. In today's video, let's understand the concept of NPO and its characteristics from chapter 1, accountancy subject for class 12th. If you understand the concept, then please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to follow on Instagram, then the link is given below. Now let's begin the class. Accounting for non-profit organization. This is the first module of class 12th. Now let's look into the contents of this module. Meaning of non-profit organization, meaning of revenue and capital items, meaning of receipts and payment statement. We have problems based on this. Meaning of income and expenditure statement. Again, we have a problems based on this concept. Difference between the income and expenditure statement versus receipts and receipt and payment statement. Next, we have balance sheet. Again, we have problems based on this. Meaning of few terms related to NPO accounting, along with the terms meaning, or we learn the adjustments also. Problems based on NPO accounting. So these are the contents of the first module. Now let's look into the meaning of NPO. Now, when, as the name only states, when an organization has set up for the purpose of rendering services to the group of people or the public in general, then we call it as a NPO. The organization that works for the welfare of the society, then we see it as a NPO. The main objective of this NPO is providing the services to the specific group of people or the public in general. Example, government schools, religious organizations, charitable institutions, government hospitals, etc. Akshay Patra is one of the example for NPO. This organization was set up in the year 2000. Its motto of this organization is Unlimited Food for Education. It operates a school lunch program for the small children. This is an example for NPO. Now let's understand the characteristics of NPO. Characteristics can also be said as the nature or features of the organization. Now the first nature of this NPO is providing the services. As I mentioned, this NPO is set up for the providing the services to the group of people, right? So that is the main characteristics of NPO. Now, what kind of services do they provide? The first one is education, free healthcare, free sports, or free food facility. These are the few services which is being given by NPO. The next point, their affairs are usually managed by the managing committee. Here, the whole operation, the functions of the NPO is being controlled and managed by the managing committee. This managing committee is nothing but a group of people who manages the NPO. This managing committee can also be called as trustee of the organization. Okay. Next point, the main source of income of such organizations are subscription, donation, legacy, income from investment. Now, as I said, you this organization, they do not engage themselves in any kind of business activity like manufacturing process or selling activity. So where do they generate the fund? They have the various sources where the NPO generates the fund. The first one is subscriptions. When a member pays a membership fee to the NPO, then that we call it as a subscription. This is the membership fee. Donation is nothing but a gift which is being given by a person or an organization to NPO. This gift can be in the form of property or a cash. Next is legacy, the amount which is received by the NPO as per the will of the deceased person, then we call it as a legacy. And lastly, we have income from investment. The returns which are the companies earning from the investment, we call it as a income from investment. Next point, the organization from various sources are credited to capital fund. Now the capital fund here is nothing but the money which is being given by the lenders or equity holders. That money is used for the purpose of operating the organization, or we can say it as to run an NPO. The fund is required. The fund raised by the organization from the various sources are credited to capital fund.
Now let's understand the meaning of capital fund. Capital fund is nothing but the money which has been given by the lenders and the equity holders to the NPO in order to operate the organization. Then that we call it as a capital fund. The surplus income also, it has to be credited to capital fund itself. The fund raised and the surplus income both also need to be credited to capital fund. Capital fund is nothing but, students, it is just the money which has been given by the lender or the equity holder to the NPO, and that fund we call it as a capital fund. I hope I'm clear till here. Next point, the not-for-profit organization on the reputation, on the contribution to the welfare of the society. How do they, the reputation of the NPO will increases? Reputation here is nothing but the goodwill. Goodwill of the company increases by providing the services to the group of people or doing the contribution to the welfare of the society, and then the NPO's goodwill or the reputation will increases. The last point of today's is the necessary financial information is provided for the members, donors, and the contributors of the organization. Now here, the NPO are supposed to prepare a financial statement, even though they do not engage themselves in any kind of business activity, but still they are supposed to prepare the financial statement. They are accountable for the members, donors, contributors of the organization. A financial statement comprises, the first one we have receipt and payment. Second, we have income and expenditure. And thirdly, we have the balance sheet. So these are the three statements NPO is supposed to prepare, and it is been given to the members of the organization, donors, and the contributors of the organization. Till now, I think today we learned, in today's video, we learned the meaning and the characteristics of NPO. I hope I'm clear till here. Well, if you like this video, if you understood the concept, then please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, students.